What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Lizzo. Okay, she's getting criticized because she not only was backstage at the Millennium Tour, but she took a photo with Chris Brown. I believe they were in Los Angeles, and she talked about how he's her favorite person, and that triggered Twitter, Karen Twitter, and Instagram to go into a tizzy. Now, we're not just talking about white Karens. We got some black Karens as well. Women who get triggered by anything. If one of their favorite females actually like other men, right? And somebody like Chris Brown that for some reason they're still upset at, even though Rihanna forgave Chris Brown. She actually ended up dating him again, but they overlooked that. And that's why a lot of these women, for the most part, don't have Lizzo's best interest. I'm not even a person who is a fan. I'm not saying I'm a fan of Lizzo. I've been very critical of Lizzo, but I think what she did was harmless. The person that Chris Brown, quote unquote, hurt years ago forgave him, started dating him again. But people want to overlook that. People want to overlook the fact that Rihanna and Chris Brown pretty much have made amends with each other. But you have these people who hate, let's just be real, they hate black men and they look for any reason to attack them. And Chris Brown is one of those guys that they like to attack. Even though if they were to see Chris Brown, they would be in his face too. They would be in Chris Brown's face too. Just like Lizzo was. And this is the photo here of Lizzo, Chris Brown, and her friends, or her entourage, or whatnot. They were backstage. They took a picture with him. Something that the majority of you heifers who are upset would do. You would do the same thing too. And the thing is, you're okay with Lizzo going after men who have girlfriends, being flirtatious, you know what I'm saying, towards guys that they're not even paying her any attention. Y'all okay with that? Y'all okay with Lizzo making a fool of herself? But you want to check her because she took a photo with Chris Brown? When if you were around Chris Brown, you would do the same thing? Let's go to this article from TMZ. Lizzo's pissed a bunch of people off again, but this time it's because of her connection to someone some people don't like much, and that's Chris Brown. The Truth Hurts singer is taking heat for a video that circulated on social media over the weekend in which she approaches CB backstage at a concert and fangirls out asking him for a photo, which most of you females would have done. Most of y'all would have done this. And it looked like Chris was on his way out and he took a picture with her real quick, right? And this is what people are upset about. They're upset because she's a fan of Chris Brown, and that she's not a team Rihanna when Rihanna's already forgiven Chris. You people are weird, and you don't have any common sense. Chris Brown still has fans. Even R. Kelly still has fans. And I'm not here to go in on R. Kelly, but the main reason why I brought him up is because despite the situation he's going through, there are still people who are fans of his, right? Which is whatever. I ain't got no issue with that. But people choose to still be fans of Chris Brown. Lizzo is a fan of Chris Brown. I personally don't have an issue with Chris Brown. Chris Brown spazzes out every now and then. Well, he used to. He's calmed down. He pretty much keeps to himself. So I have no problems with Chris. And I think what happened years ago between him and Rihanna is something that happened years ago between him and Rihanna. That stuff happens a lot more than y'all think in a lot of these households, a lot of these women who are on social media right now acting triggered when they are with men who put hands on them. Okay? They stayed in relationship with men who put hands on when they could have left. And they're only acting out and doing this is I truly believe it's because they want to be there taking a picture with Chris Brown. Because again, Chris Brown ain't out there like that. So, and she got a chance to take a picture with him. She really wanted to. And this is why I have told Lizzo, man, or I've said about Lizzo, she needs to stop being such caring about what the comment section thinks. She needs to stop trying to appeal to everybody, trying to be cool with all these different groups, trying to appease her fans, because they don't really care about her. They want to see her not happy. She was genuinely happy to see Chris Brown, and I think that bothered some of her fans because they're not happy. They saw how happy she was to meet Chris Brown, and they're like, oh no, we can't have no happy Lizzo. No, we only want to see you twerking and crying. We don't want to see you happy to meet Chris Brown. Chris Brown? Why are you happy to see Chris Brown? Do you know what he did to Rihanna? Even though Rihanna has forgiven him and dated him again. But we gonna overlook that. We gonna overlook that. Right? Rihanna don't even talk about Chris Brown. She's moved on. And a lot of y'all should do the same thing. Because a lot of y'all are in relationships right now with dysfunctional males. And you refuse to leave. You don't care about Chris Brown's past. You just don't want to see Lizzo happy. You want to see her making videos crying about how nobody likes her and they make fun of her. When she called Chris Brown her favorite person, y'all are triggered. Chris Brown is the favorite person of a lot of people. So I don't get why these people are triggered because she took a photo with a dude, her and her friends, and she said it was a favorite person. Y'all act like she talked about how great Chris Brown was, and she mentioned how, his situation with Rihanna. No, none of that. So I don't get the whole triggering. You people are weird and you people have no life. Lizzo calls Brown my favorite person in the whole effing world. As you know, Breezy's controversial figure in the music biz with a problematic past beginning in 2009 when he had the situation with Rihanna. Since then, he had numerous legal issues and alleged violent incidents. As recently as 2019, he was in Paris. He was arrested in Paris on some trumped up allegations that never happened, never went fully through. Okay. I truly think that Chris Brown has been a target of the media ever since then. And that's why you see Chris Brown spaz out the way he does. Imagine you just wanting to make music and do what you love, right? And you have the media constantly trying to attack you and bring you down as a black man in the music industry. That's what Chris Brown has to deal with. So you can see why his behavior was erratic. Look what he had to deal with. With all that in mind, Lizzo's fans aren't down with her getting giddy over a meeting with Breezy backstage during a stop on the Millennium Tour, and they let her know about it on Twitter, with many saying she's better than this. Look at this. The same people. Why are you blurring out their faces? We should be able to see these women that don't, quote unquote, don't like Chris Brown. Because I guarantee you, if we go look at their tweet history, we're gonna see that they're fans of Chris Brown in the last 5 years. So honestly, people, when you see stuff like this, yuck, Lizzo said Chris Brown's her favorite person. Not good, sis. Lizzo being a Chris Brown fan. If she wasn't Lizzo, he wouldn't let her in his section. Do you see this? That's what they're mad about, because she got to take a photo with Chris Brown. So Chris Brown hasn't taken photos with fans before? She doesn't meet the DV criteria. Lizzo being that excited to meet Chris Brown has ruined my entire day. Do you see, Lizzo, how your fans really view you? They don't want to see you happy, Lizzo. And I have told Lizzo this in videos. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be the fat girl that's just trying to get attention. That's what they want you to be. They should be happy that you got to meet somebody that you were a fan of. Chris Brown has been making music since what, 2005? You don't think Lizzo was a fan of Chris before she got into music? Okay, y'all, I love Lizzo, but what is up with her calling Chris Brown her favorite person in the world? We're not forgetting the horrible things he continues to do over some hit singles, are we? Not one to cancel, but cancel Chris Brown. Aw, let's cancel Chris Brown. Aw. Look. And these are probably black people talking about canceling another black person. Then they want to talk about how pro-black they are and how Caucasian people are so oppressive. But here you are trying to throw this black man to the wolves and cancel him over something that he was forgiven for by Rihanna. Lizzo's favorite person is Chris Brown. All right, she can join Addison Rae at the club of idolizing toxic men and being proud of it. This is the cesspool of Twitter. Triggered. This wouldn't be the first time Lizzo's riled up folks online for reasons or another though. For one reason or another though, about a month ago she stirred the pot by dubbing Janet Jackson the Queen of Pop. And before that, she was unjustly target of trolling, which got so bad that Facebook started deleting hateful comments. Reacting to the footage, one Twitter user wrote, Lizzo, I don't care what they have to say. Listen, Lizzo, your fans don't want to see you happy. Your fans, they only want to see you idolizing the men that they choose. You know, now if she was fangirling out for Lil Nas X or some of these other guys that are Twitter approved, then they'll be okay with that. But not Chris Brown, not the womanizing, tattooed up singer that did that thing to Rihanna in 2009. Not him. See, Lizzo, that's your audience. They'd rather see you crying in YouTube videos that they can use to attack men on, instead of seeing you actually genuinely happy to see a guy that you've probably been a fan of for quite some time. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.